Hi everyone. So I don't remember when I did my last video, how long it's been. At least a couple days, I think, but maybe longer, I don't know. Anyway, I was just moved to make a video, so I came on. I was also guided to use certain decks of my cards, so we're going to start off with these here. What are these? I got the box for them somewhere. Oh, they're Archangel Oracle cards. Spiritual understanding. I'm going to keep this. I know this is one. And I'm kind of just guided to do it in a totally different way. Not like divine masculine, divine feminine, but this will be a reading for both. And I feel like it's just going to either resonate with you or not. But I'm just being guided to do it in a completely different sense. Okay, so we're starting off with the spiritual understanding, which, you know, I'm really drawn to the Merkaba here, the Merkaba of golden light. Let's see, Merkaba. What else do they call it? Metatron's cube. But even as I was like shuffling, and you know, I felt like there was like this, nurture. It's at the bottom of the deck. There was this energy of really, and plus the songs that were playing on my playlist that started playing, the message was like, I feel like a lot of people are really evaluating past relationships, you know, what you've learned, the heartaches. I feel like the word forgiveness has come up a lot. You know, I feel like there are people waking up, getting a deeper sense and understanding. Well, like just with this, of their, you know, their spiritual guidance and understanding. What does this say? Let's read what the little thing says. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Yeah, I mean, that's Archangel Raziel. You know, I always like call him in. He's one of the dudes I'd like to talk to all the time. And I'm like sweating. So there is I'm just like really sweating. And I keep my house ice cold, so you know, like it's not usual. Like it's very unusual that I should be sweating like this. Anyway, so I just felt like there's a lot of like, maybe things are coming up where you thought that you were healed, but from it, maybe some people are getting an apology. Wait, let's see. You know, I also, you know, while I was shuffling the different decks, also the Empress, the Emperor, the Empress, the Emperor, we got, I think the Four of Cups, like those all popped out. High Priestess. Because I feel like everybody's stepping into their power, you know, but it's like this bitter sweetness, which has also been coming across like in my other readings and on my readings on Instagram for sure. You know, it doesn't come like it can be as graceful as you want it, you know, but it's like, it's also like the skin is literally ripping off your body as it's happening. I don't know if that makes sense, but let's see. Let's give me 2 more cards for this divine feminine, divine masculine connection. Just 2 more cards. See if anything flipped. No. Yeah, moon cycles and passion. Yeah, so this is like, you know, definitely you know, all the different phases of the moon, the things that have been happening within the moon. We got the full moon coming up again, or the new moon. I just totally forgot. We just had a full moon. It's going to be new moon. And this says, what does this say? Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. I also feel there are things like people are going to be speaking up, you know. Look, I was just going to say about their passions, and that's what's at the bottom of the deck. Let's see, another card. Divine masculine, divine feminine, sensitivity. Yeah, I just feel like everybody's like, not only are we like stepping into our power, but like our connection with the universe is really leveling up. And maybe there's like a little bit more uncomfortability going around. Let's see what this sensitivity thing says. It says, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Yeah, and that just like goes back to like the whole, but I want to, the whole nurturing of yourself. And look, there's like the swans here. And this angel like playing. And the doves. Oh my God, I'm like literally sweating, you guys. It's like crazy. Like I feel like this is more like you can feel that you're being guided, you know? It's also through music. Like there's different songs, like if you're hearing repeated songs or you're definitely getting messages that way. Honor yourself and your feelings. Like don't doubt it. Don't doubt what you're feeling. Like if you start talking to somebody, I don't care if you've been friends with them for 20 years, you start talking to them and you just get like this feeling like, you know, something ain't right. Like trust that. Because I just feel like things are really heightened. Like we're really aware. Let's see. And the patience card says, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So I guess it's like, do what you need to do. You know, definitely use the moon cycles. Like the new moon is all about, you know, what you want to bring about, you know, and then, so that's what's coming. So definitely if you feel moved to, you know, do your moon rituals. I just feel like there's going to be and there's like doves in all three of these pictures. So it's another doves. There's doves here, doves. I feel like there is some kind of offer coming, but I feel like it's more of a it's not just an offer. It's like an apology. And it may come around this moon. Like when is the new moon? Tomorrow? No. It's like the 9th or something. The 8th or the 9th. Let me see if I can see. Yeah, October 9th. New moon is October 9th. All right, so maybe this is coming around that time. This apology. I mean, and look at even how the horse is looking away. Like this guy, he's revealing himself too. I just saw, because see how his mask is up. He's wearing his armor. Like he's still like kind of guarded, but he doesn't look like he's gonna fight. You know, like see his slouch position. He seems relaxed. His this face mask is up, but the horse is looking away too. Maybe this is somebody that you thought things were over with. Like this might be completely unexpected, whoever you're hearing from. Or maybe whoever you're going to, wherever you may fall, you know. Because this can be like a stalemate, but I feel like, or maybe this was like a choice, you know. They had to make a decision. They were making a decision between you and somebody else. Or it was like somebody that you thought like the relationship was dead. All right, let's see. What else do you have to tell us here in regards to this divine masculine, divine feminine energy towards today? All right, here we go. Yeah, look. He can stand for an apology. This is also like it's coming with this. So it's like I feel like some people are at the very beginning stages of like truly waking up and tapping into their powers, which I feel like yeah, because they're like ending cycles. And if you look, now it's like a different story here. It's like, okay, somebody is offering an apology. I feel like that apology is kind of like takes you off guard because you didn't expect it to happen. But see, like, it's like the horse is looking like, are we going to go a different direction, or are we still going to go towards this guy, you know? And this person is like sitting here willing to listen to what this page has to say. So there's stuff, and like he's got his cup out, like he wants to give the page his cup as well. You know, what this is also telling me is there's a progression, like growth, you know, being like, going from the page to the night, and like being ready to offer your cup, you know. But the page can also stand for not only like the apology, but like also the beginning of that spiritual understanding, which is like the card that it's under. So I don't know. I have a strong sense that there's a lot of, because I remember whenever it was a couple of readings back that like the divine masculine, there was some divine masculine waking up to like their powers. Like I just remember that magician. That's the card I'm seeing like right now, is that magician, and kind of like playing with all of his tools, you know, but maybe not really knowing what to do with them exactly. So it's interesting. And then we got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck for this. Because I feel like with this apology, it's closing out cycles. Even the desire to give the apology or to listen to the apology, like it's closing out cycles on both sides, I feel. That's interesting. All right, so one more. Let's get another card for this divine masculine and divine feminine energy. What other clarifier do you have for this one? Yeah, it brings a new beginning. I also just heard like you can probably feel it coming. And now that just reminded me that I heard that song, I Feel It Coming, 2 days in a row. And that's like kind of an old song now. It's by what's his name? Shit, I just forgot. The Weeknd. And that's like one of my songs. That's like one of my twin songs, you know? And I hadn't heard it in a while. And I heard it 2 days in a row. And I was like, ooh, something's coming, you know? And yeah, something's coming. And you can probably feel it. Something that you've been waiting for. Something you've been waiting to, because, you know, this Three of Wands, like this is somebody waiting for their ships to come in. You know, right here, the ships aren't there, but it's like he went to the dock anyway, because it's like he just got this sense like it's almost here. Wow, that's cool, right? That was cool how that happened like that. All right, so let's get these. We're going to get 3 romance angels. All right. Just give me 3 cards for the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy for, okay, first card we got is playfulness. And I just heard like lighten up. This could be the one. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I really feel like when this is like, when this comes, when this happens, whatever this is, this reconnection, because I feel like there's been, there's couples connecting. And it's like, keep it light. And it might happen around these, either the new moon and then there's the full moon later on in the month. I don't know exactly the date off the top of my head. But yeah, because I feel like this is all about like timing and not rushing in. It's like, you know, at the beginning, you know, I was like saying, like, I feel like there's been like this evaluation from both sides that, you know, evaluating their past relationships and relationships they've left and like not wanting to make the same mistakes. And so it's like, I feel like that can be like slow and steady. You go slow and steady and slow and steady. Just stay slow and steady. And like really allow yourself to get to know each other. Because both of you are different. I mean, I know what I've personally been through in the last like year and a half or so, 2 years, has completely changed me. Anyone who knew me 6 months ago, a year ago, a year and a half ago, like I am not the same person. And I mean, I'm just not. And So it's like if I've had such a dramatic shift within myself, it's only like it only makes sense to me to think that that's how it is going to be, you know, for anybody else as well, you know? So it's like expectations low, you know, but not like low, like as in your standards low, but just like low as in like draw yourself back, just slow and steady, you know, because it's like this is meant for a lifetime of pleasure is what I heard. So there's no rush, you know, the love is real. Wow, the love is real. All right, so let's get a couple of more. There we go. Wow. See, guys? That's my soulmate card. And that's a super special card when it pops out. It doesn't pop out often, but every now and then it pops out. And it's like a statement. It's a, when it does. Because my actual soulmate card literally disappeared after my twin passed. I mean, it's like gone from my deck. But the deck that I got came with two, it happened to come with two stay optimistic about your love life cards, which was strange, but you know, I just used the second one and put an S on it, made it my soulmate card. But anyway, it's like super special. It's a super special card. And here, you know, I feel like there are divine masculine and divine feminine reconnecting, forgiveness, forgiving each other, you know, and it's real. It's like, believe that it's real. It's like this, but you can feel it coming. And if you hear that song, like, that's it. I feel it coming. Whatever. I don't sing good. My kids tell me that all the time, but I love to sing. All right. So one more card here. Here we go. Yeah. Because you are in. Okay. So what I just heard is like, you're going to get this new beginning, but for everybody, it's like, just because there's a new beginning, like, it doesn't mean like you're absolutely like 100% like going to be like all in, like moving in together and all that stuff. It's like, I feel like there's some connections that are happening again, but you're still separated. Like maybe you get a phone call and they say like, oh, hey, you know, whatever you say to each other. And the connection is reestablished. And yes, you'll be speaking on a daily basis and things. But maybe like one of you lives in one state and somebody lives in the other state, or maybe, you know, you're separated for some reason. That's what this is like. But there is a new beginning coming in spite of this separation. And this says, love yourself first. Yeah, very soon. Or maybe they call you and say like, this is something else I just heard was, because it's the love yourself first is like, maybe they say that they do love you, but it's not like they haven't completely ended it with their karmic or something. And you still have to, I mean, you can do whatever you want. All right. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, but this is what's being guided is to love yourself first. And, you know, handle yourself. So, you know, like it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And it's like, if they love you the way that they say they love you, then, because I feel like people are progressing, like are going to be like professing their love, they'll respect that you need to wait until they're like done, you know? Because like maybe they broke up, but they're still like living together, you know, maybe separately under one roof, and because one person can't afford to move out yet or some, you know, but like there's just like something, there's something either like you're separated from between states, and there may be other people where there's just like this tricky dynamic going on within the connection. Huh. All right, so I like it, guys. It's like it's like fun. All right, so let's get 3 advice cards for us. Divine masculine, divine feminine, connection. 3 advice cards. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. And this is all about like that, the ending of that karmic cycles by stepping forward and offering an apology, or offering, you know, just offering love of any kind. And then on the other side, like being the one that like, because I feel like who's ever receiving the apology is normally, or receiving the offer is normally the person, is like normally the aggressor, you know? And so it's like been a lesson. It's been a lesson on, it's like this is a flip of the roles. Like who's ever bringing forth the offer or apology or both is normally the one who is like sought after by not just this, you know, the counterpart, by many, you know. And the other one, and you'll know which role you fit in, like the other one is the one that normally is like, you know, the pouncer, you know, like that's mine. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. And this is about stepping, you know, how I was saying, like the stepping into power, and how I said like the emperor and the empress were coming in, because I like shuffle all my decks, you know, until I get, like as I'm praying and whatever over the cards, I shuffle like all my decks that I have out to see like, you know, which ones I'm being drawn to use for my readings. And repeatedly the empress, the emperor like popped out. And I feel like that's it. It's like in the empress, it stands for the Venus retrograde too, because that does bring about like the introspection from deep, you know, like looking over your past relationships and things like that, and figuring out what you really want. But I just feel like it's this power from within. It's this like, it's busting out, and even stepping forward, and even like being the one on the listening side. It's like, that's a huge step from like where you've ever been at before. Like being willing to, you know, step forward even as a page. Interesting. All right, so 2 more advice cards for the divine masculine and divine feminine. Father healing and have faith. Yeah, because and I'm brought to this separation card because I feel like there may be some of you are fathers. Some of you, this whole allowing yourself to receive lesson, and getting to that place of like letting go, where you like, because I feel like there was this huge letting go of your counterpart, and like just releasing them to the universe. And this all stems back to like, and this could be for both sides, you know, this whole, there's father healing, like whether you had an abusive father, or maybe your father wasn't around, or oh, I'm like just brought up. made me cry. I'm like feeling the energy, and it's like sad. It's like, and that's what's like needs to be released, because maybe you never felt worthy of receiving the like true love, because maybe your father wasn't around, you know? There's also, you know, some of you may have children with someone other than, oh, I just heard this too. It's like some of you may have abandoned your, and I'm saying abandoned, that's the word that came to you, but because that's how you're feeling, like you and your counterpart have a child and you left them, like you didn't stay, you went with somebody else. And so there's like, I mean, there's a lot of healing and forgiveness. I just feel it. So it's like, it's heavy, but it's like good, because it's coming to the surface for both sides. And it needs to, because it's like, it can't be swept under the rug, because I don't feel like there's like hatred between both sides. It feels just like there's still a lot of love. Oh my God. But I feel like the seriousness, like the impact of it is only hitting you as an adult. And maybe this was something that you did as a kid, you know, a teenager or somebody in your 20s, you know, I know when I was a teenager or in my 20s, I was not thinking straight, you know. And there's also, you know, that's about this like separation. There's like some people have had children with their karmics, and to reunite with their counterpart, it means the ending of the relationship with their children. So their family is, you know, they're where you used to like see your children every day, like that's going to change. And so it's like, that's like part of the, remember I said there's like this trickiness, like with this separation. Well, guys, you know, that's deep. And that just means that you guys are like seriously doing serious work on yourselves, which is always a good thing. And I was just really drawn to this sun. And it's like, it's bringing forth the sun, you know, like owning it. That's what I just heard. Owning it. Just owning it. And it says your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Like, I feel like you guys are like, I mean, I'm feeling somebody's energy. It's like who's ever, you may be like slightly beating yourself up a lot more than, slightly, whatever, slightly more than necessary. But I just feel like it's more because you've just been completely clueless. Like I feel like there's some out there that have just been completely detached from like the consequences of their actions until recently. Whew. Oh, but look, have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. Wow. And that's another reason to go slow and steady. All right, let's get one more card here for the Divine Masculine and then Divine Feminine. All right, here we go. Look. Worthiness. It's just like what I was just saying. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. You know, all these things, you know, good and bad, everything that we may experience in our life, it happens for a reason. You know, I honestly feel like, you know, I've been there, like in the shit. And, you know, I was told to look for my lesson. Because the sooner I see my lesson, the sooner I can get out of feeling like the shit. And all this happened for a reason. You know, it took what it took. It takes what it takes. You know, you don't know until you know. And when you know, that's when you do better. That's it. And it says protections. You and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. But still, you know, make sure you're doing your, you know, whatever it is, your rituals that you do, you know, but know that you're still protected anyway. I'm also going to get one for the divine masculine, please. No, we'll do one for the divine what the divine masculine wants his divine feminine to know. What does the divine masculine want his divine feminine to know? What? Take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. Wow. And down here, it's the union of the hearts. So your masculine knows you are their counterpart. And I feel like this is really about that, you know, the one bringing forth the other one, like staying open to listen to the apology. Wow. Okay, so my nose is like running because I was crying. All right, so what does, and this is a 23, which is a 5, change, because there's a change in the air. There definitely is. All right, and so what does the divine feminine want her divine masculine to know? Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, divine feminines. What does the divine feminine want her divine masculine to know? Okay, so this one and this one want to come out. And we got the union of the hearts. So in case the divine masculine were worried that the divine feminines, because I know, I think that was last reading, there was like some divine feminine, like kind of like in and out. And it says, show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So divine feminines are telling the divine masculines to be good to yourself. You know, I heard like don't go get your nails done, but I don't think like any of the it's like just chill out, go get a manicure and or yeah, I don't know why that keeps coming up, like go get a manicure or pedicure, but there's masculine, that go get that done. I see men in the nail salon all the time getting pedicures. Like, I just feel like you need to take a load off. I feel like there's some divine masculine that have just been working their fucking asses off. Not that we all haven't, but I'm just saying what they've, like, this level of maturity that some of the divine masculine have stepped into is like way beyond anywhere that they've ever been before. And it's like, they're happy to do it, but it's like, it's taken everything they got. You know what I mean? So anyway, your divine feminine is letting you know as well. They know it's you. This is do something for someone else. So, and look, this one is a 5 as well. This is a 10. Wow. And this is a 5. No shit. Look at that. I do not believe in coincidences. A change is coming. A change is here, really. All right, guys, that's it. Have a great day. I love you all. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you soon whenever I move to do another one. Bye.